Do you know what? Mine was probably my mum. I think it was because my mum, bless her, she was a single mum, had a relationship with my dad, but in the household growing up, my mum just always got stuff done. And I kind of felt like no matter what she was going through, she just persevered and showed me like consistency, resilience, and just moved forward with it. So I think when it came to me and like my sisters and us growing up, it was like, it's a very fundamental part of my life of just keep going, basically, like just don't give up.
No, that's beautiful. School space.
Yeah, well, mine was really different because I kind of feel, I felt really inadequate at school. And I look back now and that definitely was my power, but I grew up in a very predominantly white area in Essex. But my dad was like south, so it was kind of like a complete different culture change from different upbringing, so with my mum and my dad. But then I look and I think going into an area where, into a class, into a school where no one looks like you, it was kind of like, oh my God. And I felt like it was a bit of self-hate. Like, I love myself now, I'm the biggest advocate for self-love, but it was kind of on that journey of not feeling like I fitted in. I think when the school found out, they were nice, they were just a lot more softer with their approach, but it wasn't actually, here's the resources and here's how we can help you. It was just kind of like, oh, you're going through a hard time. And then they send like the school note out in assembly, like, you know, about kindness and you don't know what people are going through and the whole anti-bullying thing. But it was kind of never really addressed the situation on like, this is directly how you can seek help, sadly.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I've actually only just now come back. I took about 6 months out and it was because I feel it's really tough. I think this industry is hard. I think it's oversaturated right now, but I'm happy, like I'm in a good lane, I'm in a strong position, but it was kind of like so many obstacles come your way and I think you get into a position where you think everyone thinks that you've made it, because I think for me, like I was going super viral, like internationally viral, and then it was kind of like people just then think, because I was going through such a madness, like going outside was so overwhelming. And I'm not saying I was moving like Beyonce, like, and it's not that, but it would just be a case of like, you get to a point where you see that everyone wants something from you, and then you kind of see the world as like, people don't just want to talk to you, like you can see that they're calculating what they can get from you, or it's an ulterior motive. And that's where I kind of went in myself a lot, and I just took a lot of time out because I was also dealing with my sister's mental health, who actually got sectioned. So it was kind of like when you're navigating through everyday life stresses and then you've got work stresses and then personal life stresses, it was like, wow, I need time out. So I'm back now. I think I didn't, and that's why I went on to burnout, because I feel like I was so focused on like work, because it was kind of, you get sucked in the views, the number, work, consistency. So it's so easy to try like unbalance yourself. But then it got to a point where it was like, actually, I'm really not okay. Like I'm struggling mentally. And I just think it was like, you have to really be honest with yourself, hold yourself fully accountable for the things that you're doing, because I was so fixated on like work that I was also neglecting my social needs, like my elements of like my friends, my family, and things that like, and the people that are going to keep me strong. But I'd neglected that, so that made it a lot harder for me to then kind of speak out and do stuff. But ultimately the balance is, I think, just check with yourself. I've been journaling a lot. I think that helps, doesn't it?
Started, yeah. Battling mental health.
Yeah, I'd say, do you know what? Actually support each other, because I think where it's so competitive as it is, I think just a helping hand. I think right now everything is about money, where like, for example, someone might say, oh, can you connect me with that person, or can you do this favor? It's sort of like, okay, well, what are they paying? Instead of just doing things for the love of why you're doing it. And I understand, listen, this is a business, like content is a business, but at the same time, don't forget your reasons why. And I think when you make it more about that and about authenticity, it's a lot easier to go further, because you find people who are on your vibe, that are on your frequency, that have the same vision as you. Yeah, so to be fair, I've only just recently plugged in to apps, like the NHS is new for me, but also for me, it's my friends. I've been that person where I isolate myself, but ultimately I think self-check-ins are really important, because it's kind of like, I don't want to be one of those people that loses themselves in an industry, because it's so easy to like get an ego, you see numbers, people come up to you, and then it's kind of like you can just lose yourself. But I think as long as you've got the right people, and that's what I've got, good people around me, so yeah. Yeah, I think, do you know what? Above everything, it's be sure with who you are and your power and what you're capable of. Because I feel like for me, I've been navigating in the industry like, if I really count the beginning journey, it's been 8 years, but I've only been known really for the last 3. So I just say, like, know what you come with, like stand on your morals, your integrity, your ethics, and don't let people try and tell you who to be or what they want for the sake of views, for the sake of content, going viral. So just have your integrity intact and be sure with who you are.